A very good evening to all the participants. My name is Dr. Vignesh. I'm part of the National Digital Library of India team, and we are one of the co-organizers of this 20th
Welcome.
P.N. Panikkar National Reading or Digital Reading Month celebration.
Prepared.
And so this is the seventh. We have been organizing a series of webinars during this month-long celebration. And today, this is the seventh series and seventh in the series of webinars. And today we have our Balagopal ji with us. So it doesn't need much introduction, but I will just give few. Uh, I can't introduce him, but I just share few words about Balagopal ji. Balagopal ji has been like I have known him for almost like 6-7 years, and he is like a fatherly figure to me and to many of the people in the country. So he's very simple, very humble, very modest. He doesn't show off. So he's one of the down to earth persons. Whenever we need help, we look up to him. So he is the son of Sri uh, Panika P. and Panika, and he has he has been welcomed by all corridors of power. Say like if you tell him like you want a speaker, he will give you from all the political parties, right? So from he doesn't have he has friends in every party. That's a good sign in terms of running a movement, right? So he is running a movement like his father, who is very instrumental in setting up the 4,000 odd libraries in the rural parts of Kerala. So I have I visited a lot of these libraries during my very short stint at Kerala. So Balagopalji has taken me, or he has given me the opportunity to visit many of these rural libraries. And like you can see many of these Vayana Shalas, the reading rooms in the Kerala. You will see Sri P. N. Panikkar ji's photograph being there. So I can remember one of the libraries in Adimalathura. It's located in the fishing community. So Panikkar sir went to that village, and he wanted the fishing community also to read. So he said, I will give you books, you give me the land and the building. So the community willingly donated the land, and the community constructed the small reading room, and he gave the resources. Now the library, even now it's running. So it's being run by a football club. So the land is donated by the football club. So like this, there are many such stories. I can give you another example of the Kollam district library. So Balagopal ji knows the founders, like it because of Panikkar ji's all positive thoughts. The Kollam library, one of the biggest libraries in the country, uh, set up and operated by a private party, is running still there, and it's one of the best libraries that we can come across. So like that, Balagopalji has been following his father's footsteps, and he has been spreading this library movement, as well as the digital literacy and the digital library movement for the past few decades. And he has been very consistently pursuing this dream of realizing digital literate and digital library in every panchayat. So with this, I request Balagopal ji to kindly speak on today's topic, which is green economy and green jobs. But I will have few questions to him to share about his memories with Panikkar sir at the end of the session. So over to Balagopal sir.
Doc- Thank you, Dr. Vignesh. I do remember your association with PN Panikar Foundation and the good work you have done for the foundation. And now, as you said correctly, now the foundation has become a pan-India organization for the last 20 years, 18 years. Because we started this reading mission movement in 1996. The first annual death anniversary of Mr. P.N. Panikar, and the government of Kerala initiated the program, and it has become a all India movement now. And now we have been now P.N. Panikar Foundation is moving with two economies. One is knowledge economy that we started in 2003 through, of course, through digital technology, the knowledge, this an IT enabled service, etc. We started this knowledge economy since from 2003. In 2008, we started another economy, that is the green economy. Green economy, because these two are closely linked. Knowledge economy, and then comes the green economy. So, and yeah, recently, not recently, some 3 years back, the Niti Aayog and the Department of Science and the Ministry of Science and Technology wanted me, not me, PN Panikar Foundation, to make an attempt, not attempt, make all the efforts to propagate green economy and green jobs, because that is going to rule the country, not only country, the entire world, for the next three to 4 decades. So with this aim and with these blessings of the Ministry of Science and Technology and this Niti Aayog, we also initiated in a small way. We are doing only a small way, but we are going to the grassroots level. That's the difference. We are going to the grassroots level. Everything I am discussing today is all known to you. It's all familiar to you. That is nothing. The green tech economy means green technology means nothing. Cyber, what you call atom technology, nothing. The simple technology by which everybody can participate. That's why maybe I wanted me to take it to the masses, because they have also realized the success of this reading mission movement and this IT enabled services and foundations initiative, not initiative of propagating the IT enabled services and knowledge economy. So today, this green economy is more relevant, more relevant. So I want all of you, all the students, teachers, parents, and librarians, especially the youngsters of the country, and even the working class, and the poorest to the poor also. They must. We are all practicing. That has to be done in a very professional way. That is our motive. And with this introduction, I am coming out. I am presenting a video, presenting a presentation that what they called a PowerPoint presentation before you, because that I would like to uh, uh, I would like to introduce this technology, very simple technology, but I want you to practice green technology along with knowledge economy, green economy along with green knowledge economy, and we ought to generate green jobs, because ILO says that by 2030, the 300 million jobs will be generated for green and for maintaining this green economy. And so everybody, because every library, I am focusing on libraries also. Every libraries should have some place to make it more environment friendly, and have a, now you're all familiar with this forest, Miami forest. So we have to adopt a philosophy of planting a tree everywhere and maintaining it. Planting a tree is possible. It's very easy, but maintaining the environment, because that's why you have started this environment literacy also, because we are having Sapta Sakshara, 7 literacies. First is literacy program, that is universal literacy, and then comes the what you call health literacy. Health is some that's needed every day. Health is a big problem for us, and now during the COVID period also, health literacy. Then comes the labor literacy, the skill development, the skill literacy. That is, we must have job. Everybody, the entire country, country, youngsters, especially youngsters, they should have a job. Work for all. Our scheme is work for all. Everybody should have work, whether it is hard work or simple work, computer work or anything, knowledge work, anything. Everybody should have work, and they should earn something, and that should be go for a sustainable growth. So this green economy also, as a green economy is defined as low carbon, resource efficient, and socially inclusive. In a green economy, growth in employment and income are driven by public and private investment. In the country, a lot of the big entrepreneurs, all the big entrepreneurs of the country, like Tata's, Reliance, Birla's, Adani's, everybody is investing in green technology. Investment to such economic activities, infrastructure and assets that allow reduced carbon emission and pollution, enhanced energy and resource efficiency, and prevention of the loss of biodiversity and ecosystem service. Next, next slide. Five principles of green economy that we are to be we are to be familiar with these five principles of green economy. Well-being principles. A green economy enables all people to create and enjoy prosperity. That is being required. And a green economy enables all people to create and enjoy prosperity. That is the word we have to use, prosperity. We have to achieve prosperity, and now India should be the developed country of the world. The green economy promotes equity within and between generations. Everybody knows the planetary boundaries principle. The green economy safeguards, restores, and invests in nature. The green economy is geared to support to sustainable consumption of as well as sustainable production. The green economy is guided by integrated, accountable, and resilient institutions. So we have to practice these five principles so that every Indian are equal. Every Indian is equal. They are equal because now the gap between the rich and the poor is widening every day. That has to be reduced. And all our prime ministers, all our presidents, and the entire country and entire administrators, they are all working hard to reduce the gap of the have and have nots. And this digital divide, we have to reduce the digital divide. That's a knowledge economy. This green economies, everybody should have a job. Everybody should be mixed with the environment, because environment is one of the basic thing. One of the core principles of this promotion of environment is the core objective of green economy. Millions on the missions of the government of India, because government of India after this global warming, the mission government of India introduced some 10 missions. That is solar mission. Everybody knows, because we should harness solar energy, which is abundantly available from the nature. That has to be channelized. In NASA, the entire operations of NASA, entire operation NASA, what you call the biggest space organization of the world. The entire operation of NASA is done by solar energy. We are not taking the full potential of the solar energy. But now, lot of what you call this these companies, corporate giants, the corporate giants like Adani, what you call Tata's, Birla's, Reliance. So many they are coming forward, and they have invested heavily on solar and harnessing solar energy. Then energy efficient missions, because we have to use energy efficient equipments. And now the government of India, all the state governments insisted that they should not use incandescent bulbs. They should use only these what you call energy efficient bulbs, tube lights, everything, even the home appliances. Then sustainable habitat mission, and we must have sustainable habitat mission, and we must have an effective water mission. We must practice how to use water, how to make water available to the poorest of the poor. Drinking water, not only drinking water, what they call soft water, pure water, that has to be provided to everybody. Then only we'll have this health problem solved. 50% of the health problems can be solved. And Himalayan ecosystem mission. Himalayan, you all know, the Himalayan ecosystem has to be maintained for the climate change, for the effective change of the climate. Then Green India mission. Everywhere we must have green technology, green energy, greenery. Everywhere we must have greenery. That's why government of India and all the state governments is promoting what you call every home should have a garden, not like garden, kitchen garden. They should produce. They must produce organic vegetables in every home. Every home should produce organic vegetables. Green India mission, the sustainable agriculture. There also the organic vegetables has to be cultivated, and now we have to completely stick on this organic vegetables, and that will be good for our health also. And strategic knowledge mission, yes, and there also knowledge mission, effective knowledge mission, knowledge based economy. We have to go for knowledge based economies, knowledge based infrastructure, knowledge based units, small units. Now the startups has to be organized with knowledge mission activity, knowledge mission knowledge. So knowledge mission is one of the integral part of this green economy. Next up, greening and global warming. Now everybody wants to this global warming has to be contained. Focusing people's attention on environmental protection through planting of trees. That's why every home should have a tree. Now the schools, in all the schools of the country, have been has been tasked to plant minimum 100 trees, 100 trees and seeds in the schools, in the school campus. Not only the school campus, the students homes should have a tree, one or two trees that has to be nurtured properly. Only when you are nurturing it properly, then only you will get good yield also. Through planting of trees, channelizing pure drinking water through people's action, because no government can give you water, provide you water every time, all the 24 hours, 24 into 7 into 365. Only through people's action, only through, because we also PN Particular Foundation, it's one of the subsidiary. The mother organization is taking a big lead in Kerala with so the government of Kerala initiative. That is Kerala government is funded by World Bank. That is providing drinking water through people's participation, and the civil society organizations of that panchayat is given the task. The government is giving the entire money. The civil society organizations give them all technical support as well as all moral support, all financial support. Finance is given by the government, entire finance. But the civil society organization has to organize this program. So this is one of the core area now focus. We are focusing, because providing drinking water through people's action, healthcare and income generation activities by motivating them for energy saving new initiative using locally available resources. Because Gandhiji used to say, yeah, we must use locally available resources and local human resources. The local human resources and locally available raw material resources for commencing an industry or a small tiny industry or a home industry. We need locally available resources, locally available what you call raw materials, then locally available human infrastructure. Then only it will have a good growth. After years of debate, consensus among most of the birds scientists holds that we are warming the planet. Unless we take steps now to curb global warming, our way of life, our planet, our children are all in grave danger. There is hope. Each of us can make simple decisions that will reduce global warming. No government can do it. There also people's action is required. People's action is required everywhere. Then only when a good democracy can be derived. Then only welfare state can be derived. Then only we will have a sustainable growth. So people's action is required for this green economy. That's a number one. Educating the impact of emerging new global green economy, which can tackle climate change to create new green jobs in the coming days. Now, in the coming days, there will be green jobs is a is one of the 50% of the jobs, especially for our youngsters. That is green jobs. The green jobs we have to promote, we have to generate, and we have to mix with a green economy and have our own green projects, green what you call green technology, generate green economy, green technology for green through green jobs. A shift to a greener economy could create 30 now, it is 300, as per the World Bank recent report, it is 300 million new jobs globally by 2030 if the right policies are put in place, says the International Labour Organization. 300 million new jobs globally by 2030 if the right policies are put into place, put in operation, according to ILO. According to ILO, ILO's new report, new jobs will be created by adopting sustainable practices in energy sector, using electric vehicles, increasing energy efficiency in existing and future buildings. Now, all our these vehicles, all the machines, except everything, the government of India has insisted that it should be either electrically operated or CNG operated. Now, after 5, now the automobile companies have been stopped the conventional type of vehicles, manufacturing of conventional type of vehicles, and they have been asked to go for electric vehicles or CNG gas controlled vehicles. Organization of smart city concept has to be implemented vigorously using green technology. Everybody knows this smart city. And now the existence of smart city started some 10 years back. Now it's also only big cities are having this. Trivandrum is in the process. Kerala, the Kochi has developed. Bombay has developed. Calcutta has developed. Chennai has developed. This smart city, the smart city concept, I will explain to you in my later slides. The smart cities has to be introduced. Then all these energy efficient equipments, through energy efficient equipments, energy efficient construction technology, energy efficient roads, everything. We can use all energy efficient methods using green technology. And in future, after 10 years, most of our cities, big cities, the beginning big cities will be smart city. Green economy can enable millions more people to overcome poverty and deliver improved livelihood for this and future generation. Yes, of course, we have to produce food. We have to go to the field. We have to produce what do you call this our what do you call it our this what do you call our the main food, wheat, rice, and etc. So for better productivity, we have to use green technology. What we are doing now, since 5 years, our technology has been changed very much, and you have to use green technology. And there are knowledge is required. Knowledge, because that's why I said the knowledge economy and green economy are running together. They are complementary. So, knowledge-based economy, the knowledge-based economy, we have to use it. That knowledge economy, reading, only through reading, writing, and learning, we can have this green technology implemented in a faster way. That's why we promote reading, so that through reading we are getting knowledge. Through knowledge, we will be becoming sustainable, and through technology, we will be getting strong. There are jobs at every level. There are jobs, and then somebody was asking, whenever I go to the villages, I used to discuss this green technology and knowledge of mixing with the green technology and green economy. Sir, how the green jobs can give us money? There are jobs, and what are the green jobs? There are jobs at every level, right from workers, technicians, and graduates and graduate roles up to directors, senior managers, indicating a massive surge in opportunity in green economy sector. We need planners, we need workers, blue collar workers, to white collar workers in every sector. We need we need job green job volunteers. They have to be given training, proper training, and once this is completed, we can derive what you call surplus in every sector, surplus in every sector. So we will be a self-sufficient country. We will be a real developed country, and our economy now it is 5 trillion economy, the 5 trillion, and by another 10 years, India will be 10 trillion economy. Now China and America is 18, 19. They will come down. They will come down. They have to come down, and India will be at par with the developed countries like America, USA, China, Japan, etc. So we will be one of the strongest nations of the world only through knowledge economy and green economy. Directors and yes, green economy set. Next, please. The next slide. The target groups, farmers, particularly the small and marginal categories, the large number of poor women engaged in household activities and attending to menial jobs. We don't want these poor women to do these menial jobs, and they have to be trained. They have to be productive. That's why Gandhian concept of every home a production center, so that we'll be self-sufficient. That is, I used to say the thousands and odd sages and speeches also, because the Gandhian economics is practiced in China. Every home a production center. That's why we are getting computers, electrical goods, what everything we are getting it from China. China has become the world hub for this production activities. There is every home a production center. That's why India has got all the potential that India can be the production. That's a real hub, the real workshop of the entire world. India should be the real hub for production activities, because the youngsters, our youngsters are trained. They know it better, and they have got the skills. That's why Modi ji is telling in all his meeting, skilling, reskilling, and upskilling. We require skilling, reskilling, and upskilling. We have to have the skill. We have to practice skills. So these what you called these farmers, marginal categories of large number of people. Women, the women are the real carriers of water. Every day they used to carry with big pots, buckets, 1 to 2 kilometers. They will walk distance places and bring water, and men they will use it. The women are the hardly hit, and that's why we want water resources in every village, every panchayat, in all public places, so that the drudgery of the women can be reduced, and that is why we want water generation through people's action. The women, particularly SNGs, who are emerging as a very important vehicle for economic development in rural India. Youth with boundless energy, but looking for appropriate education and job opportunities. We are going for this PN Panikar Foundation in a small way. That is, our work is only 2 to 3% of educating the rural poor, through this reading movement, digital reading movement, and other small things, skilling, small things. And we are also doing a small things for generation of wealth in every home. Social development workers engaged in service and development activities to aid and promote the objectives of development and grassroots level, because everything has to be done in the grassroots level. Then only the prosperity will begin. Then only the prosperity can be maintained, sustained, and we need aged but experienced professionals of all walks of life, including ex-servicemen, the retired government servants. The retired government servants are getting retirement at the young age, at the age of 60. Their services should be hired for society, and society for economic development, for teaching them, the science teachers, Now the teachers, retired science teachers are doing very good thing, very effective work for what you called the science, for communicating the science, to the grassroots level, and private sector persons, teachers, engineers, and others. Yes, and we have these two type of professionals now: aged, this experienced person, and young person, young entrepreneurs, young experienced. Both they should come together. Yes, the vast rural production population will be educated how to generate green economy and green jobs by changing the lifestyle and participating in development activities by utilizing abundantly available local resources. The common man will be familiarized on three developments: R's, uh, reuse, and recycle. We must use this: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Then comes digital literacy, will be popularized amongst the deprived section of society for ICT enabled development through knowledge initiatives for popularizing digital libraries. That's why PN Panikar Foundation has a dream. Not dream, it is getting realized. People like digital library, most of these, it is a panchayat centric, because Gandhi wanted the panchayat centric development for the growth of the India. So our not dream, we have discussed this issue. We have given a proposal to the Prime Minister of India, and he has agreed in principle. And this is also not by the Government of India funds. We are not using a single pie from the Government of India resources. This will be used from MP-led fund, MLA-led fund, and CSR funds, and other support from the government, other support from the what you call this local self-governments. Because local self-government support, CSR funds, then MP-led and MLA-led fund. And this is under the control of it will be managed by a district collector. That's every panchayat. We have roughly estimated, not roughly, as per the Planning Commission report, at the moment, we have 2.17 lakhs panchayats in the country. By 2025, when the country celebrates its 70th year of republic, we should have digital libraries in all the panchayats. And as per the McKinsey report, you all know the IT giants, they say by 2022, the next year, when the country celebrates its 70th independence, we will have 90% of the Indian villages have internet connectivity. Once we have internet connectivity, our online education is through. Our online education, the poorest of the poor can also ensure that they are also having the online facilities, because with a smartphone, people will have smartphones by 2022, and by 2075 we will have 10% digital connectivity, internet connectivity. Then the knowledge is given to everybody. So we have to ICT enable development through knowledge initiatives by populating digital libraries, because every panchayat should have a digital library in the beginning. Three PCs and other accessories. So with this, every panchayat can 3 or 4 digital libraries, and every home should have digital libraries. That is our mission. Every home. We are drawing sustenance and courage from the indomitable will of our students community, our parents, teachers, especially the librarians. Librarians should come forward, and they must establish digital libraries in the villages and digital libraries in their home, so that every home will be a knowledge center. The social development workers in the grassroots level, such as NGOs, we are NGOs now, the word is not used everywhere, world over. The NGOs has been renamed as civil society organizations. The civil society organization doing good things for the society. SNGs and other important organs of the civil society will be motivated, energized, and revitalized regarding multi-dimensional aspects of the development and positive role they have to play for the emergence of an inclusive society. We are speaking of inclusive education, inclusive society. We have to go for universalization of education. Unless, as per the new educational policy, the Government of India, it guarantees universalized education within the next 5 years. and literacy will be is assured within the next 5 years. Everybody should have universal literacy. Everybody have the privilege to use literacy. They should be literate. They should be literate. Now they should be digitally literate. They have to be digitally literate. That's our mission. There also I am drawing people's support, the positive role they have to play for the emergence of an inclusive society. And next, the expected outcome. The galvanized human resources in different segments with which interaction take place during our, because we used to conduct outreach programs every month, every year. We used to organize outreach programs, going to the villages, going to the farmers, going to the downtrodden, and we are going there and educating them. We are educating them the need of literacy, the need of digital literacy, and they are knowledge empowered, so that they can have they can participate in the nation building process, and they can have real resources, and our poverty can be completely eradicated. The poverty can be completely eradicated, and everybody will be sustainable. The women, global one, they can be taught on global warming, the how to generate pure water, green economy, and other things only through outreach programs. We can say everything from the our classrooms, but this has to be. I am appreciating one of the school in Kasargod. They have gone to the field. They have planted so many. They have planted what you call the planted leaves. This and they have come with a lot of social activities using green technologies. One of the school in Kasargod, that as part of their outreach program, because according to me, not me, everybody is saying that our school students as part of their curriculum activities, they should have 30 days of compulsory social work. They should go to the field, and especially librarians. Our librarians should take the lead. Uh, they have to take the children to the field, and they have to be educated, and they have to be exposed on the different problems and prospects of the problems of the this green economy, how the agriculture, how the organic agriculture, the planted tree can be easily organized. Now our government, the Nitin Gadkari, it has been initiated some 4 years back. Said all our 126 crore kilometers, 126 crore kilometers national highways will be green within another 5 years, because planting of trees in both the sides of the national highways. Then it comes to, of course, planting of trees in all the railway tracks, so that it through people's action. No government cannot supply, government cannot support. And if you have a tree in your home having some what you call some attachment, some because of this 150 years, it has been supported, given by some of your forefathers. That tree, a big tree like a banyan tree, big banyan tree, that can be uprooted with the support of the technology, and that can be taken without any harm to the roadside, the NH roadside, National Highway roadside, and that can be kept there. That has to be watered, nurtured, everything through people's action, and you can yield the fruits also. That's the government's. If you don't have the place of your own in your area, you can plant. You can take some what you call 10 meters or 20 meters of public NH road, one side of the NH road, and plant trees, big trees, and there you can take the yield. From there you can take it. There will not be, nobody will be stealing the fruits, etc. The civil society, the women and the youth in different parts of the country have to be challenged to take advantages of the new opportunities, and this has to be regularly monitored by civil society organizations. Everything through public action. Civil society organization participating in the mission will develop confidence and capabilities to work for the target groups on value-added lines, because for every work we must generate income. We must generate income, and we have to go for value-added products. We must go for value-added products. Uh, and the civil servants participant in the mission will develop confidence and capabilities to work for the target groups on value-added lines. They will also be suitably sensitized to the issues of the environmental protection, energy savings, organic living, etc. Motivating the village and fixing a target to plant 10 million trees in each of the, that's the correct figure of the panchayats is 2.68 lakhs panchayats of the country. They should be motivated. Every school should have minimum 100 trees. Lot of space are there. In Kerala, I can say, not only Kerala, UP, I visit UP, Bihar, etc. In most of the government schools, lot of space are lying vacant. No playground, nothing. We need playgrounds. We need playgrounds for children and a park for children, for the children. So, apart from that, they should have minimum 10, not 10, 100 plants in their school. 100, because during these reading month celebrations, you must initiate to plant minimum 100 trees through seedling, etc. And the children has to nurse it. Children, the laborers have to keep this history. And now I'm going with now with this we can achieve green economy. So knowledge economy and green economy, that the complementary. So through this the world can grow, and this through this everybody will have job. Everybody will be job, and everybody will be generating income. Everybody will be generating income through green energy, through green technology, and knowledge economy. Knowledge economy, of course, ICT enabled. ICT is a major player, and the biogas, because we are all it has been introduced by Dr. Kumarappa through Gandhi's initiative in South India. Now you will see in China. That's why we used to say you will see Gandhi in China. In China is the largest, the biggest. China is having the biggest numbers of biogas. That is also clearing the environment also easily organized, can be organized in houses. So biogas as alternate resources built from waste. Next. Organic farming through scientific techniques. We have to use science and technology in all our walks of life. Science and technology. That's why after reading, you are gaining knowledge. Through knowledge, you are becoming sustainable. Through knowledge, you are practicing technology in all aspects. And scientific techniques has to be introduced. In every sector. That's why Government of India is promoting science communication as a separate wing to take science and technology to the grassroots level. That's why we are going for these outreach programs, outreach to Jan Vijnan Yatras, Jan Vijnan Jagradis, educating the public through what you call community-based education. And drinking water through rainwater harvesting, abundantly available rainwater that we have to harvest. It is easily done. It can be easily organized. Rainwater can be easily harnessed, and it can be stored. And this should be used for our regular usage of water. And they say the rainwater is, if it is captured from the best site, that is the purest water that we can get it from the nature. And now petrol price, diesel price are going every day, shooting like a rocket. 100 now in Kerala, and I read the press also everywhere. It has crossed 100 mark. So unless we save oil today, you have to walk to your destination tomorrow. You have to walk. You have to go by walking to your destination. So we have to save oil, and there we have to use this energy resources, green energy resources. It's easily available, and use maximum public transport, because the public transport we have to use now. Most of our trains are also coming. There, the tops of the trains and other public transport will be covered with the what you call solar energy, solar system, and solar energy. And in Haryana, in some other parts, The government is producing, government is having big factories to produce photovoltaic cells. This is a small technology. For this, the youngsters should come forward. That's why the work, because India will be the workshop of the world. That has to be developed from our school education, college education, everywhere. We have to educate them, harnessing solar energy through green jobs. And see, this is a NASA. It's a photograph of the NASA, where their solar energy by generating green jobs. Only green engineers are working. Only green technologists are working, and harnessing solar energy through green jobs. And there, of course, knowledge is required. That's why we are generating knowledge, and we are generating, and through knowledge, we are doing this practical life also. And see, wouldn't work from now. Nobody will permit you to cut the trees. Even the forest, nobody will permit you to cut the trees. So we have to use recycled materials. Recycled materials has to be used for deriving green economy. Beautiful furnitures, beautiful furnitures. This is a lobby of the hotel, a lobby of the hotel, of a Kerala-based hotel, promoted by this Indian, what do you call it, ITDC. ITDC hotels, one of the ITDC hotels in Trivandrum, wooden work from recycled materials of green economy. Next, please. Next is the smart city. Now, the Bombay has completed some of the part. Pune is another thing. Some of the part, not as completed. It is the work is progressing. Smart city, where there will be lot of environment protection. The roads are scientifically organized. All are eco-friendly. Roads are eco-friendly. The buildings are eco-friendly using the building technology, using green building technology, beam technology and lighting system using maximum solar power, and through this all the buildings, the future buildings has to be designed and constructed using the solar energy and solar these green building materials also. Green materials, these type of what you call these cities, buildings, etc. can be built, and for which we require architects, we require engineers, we require technicians, we require ordinary workers. So these are all the areas where green jobs are required. And so green jobs, no, we need professional workers. In every sector, we must engage, we must show professionalism. And only by professional workers, trained professional workers, that way, then only the government of India will be one of the real workshop of the country, of the world. And this, see, this building, because my time is, Vignesh will stop my talk also. This different parts. If you have got this the pictures, you can download it through the website of PN Panikar Foundation or digital library, etc. Every part of this building, is used, is by deriving nature, from deriving all techniques from green technology, and deriving nature's wealth, the trees, the what they call solar energy, solar cells, everything, the building technology, everything, building constructed the green technology. This is my small presentation, and Modi ji appreciated this thing, and that's why the Nidhi Ayog wanted me to take effort, because all our efforts are for the poor, the pupils part through pupils participation, through students, children, school children, the college students, other engineering college engineering students, professionals, etc. And of course, farmers. They are the backbone of the country. Through farmers, they are educating. Now farmers are reaping through by using technology, So this educate, this knowledge and technology, green technology, has to be practiced by everybody, and this has to be taken with more emphasis, and through people's action, and teachers. I'm especially requesting the participation of teachers and librarians. They should take the lead. And then, of course, students, the community-based development. Every school should have a 1 month course, compulsory course. They should go for what you call community service, for which they should be given mark. They should be given grades. They should be given grades, and then only the students will come forward. Then only the parents will also press them to do these type of activities. With this, I am concluding my talk. It was slightly lengthy. I'm sorry. Now, I don't know. Dr. Vigresh will permit me to go for a interactive question answer session. Anyway, I'm
Sure.
happy. These youngsters, the future generation, should take active interest in this green technology. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we will open up the floor for questions. Participants, kindly put your questions in the chat box so that we can put it to Balagopalji for responding. So, as I said, sir, Balagopal sir, I have a question which is not related to this topic. It's more related to your personal affection or the way you have noted your father. So I know, like, it's very difficult to be in the public life, right? So it takes a lot of toll on every aspects. What are the few things that you saw that your father is doing something great?
No, he was actually he read the mind of the people. He will go to the villages. They will youngsters. He then organizes a small groups of the youngsters, and he makes small speeches. And he's tell them the need of used to tell them the need of knowledge and knowledge of reading, and how reading can take them for knowledge-based knowledge empowerment, so that youngsters are motivated. Youngsters are motivated, and he will ask youngsters to mobilize funds from the public with a very transparent method of mobilizing the funds. Very transparent. He is very particular. Suppose somebody gives only 1 rupees, that should be in the book of account of that group of people. Then he will ask them to name a national leader or a state leader or a public anything. And in this name, Jawaharlal Nehru, Lal Bahadur Shastri, or our Atal Bihari Vajpayee, or anybody, and they will which has been respected by the groups of the people. They will be asked to have a name for the library. This small clubs or small library. Vignesh was telling the club, right? It's a real thing. So small group of youngsters, they will mobilize. They will go to the what you called the area that areas. Very wealthy man, wealthy farmer. So they will give ask them half a cent, and half a cent, 1 cent, 2 cents, and they will construct small houses, small reading room. That reading room. So this is through public participation, pupils planning, pupils participation, the real pupils participation. How our Vinoba Bhave started this Udan movement is also with the pupils, only with pupils participation. He organized libraries in the villages, in the remote villages. Then they have been given books, etc. That's also from the public. He got donations from the public. These books also. Everybody will be asked to get one book from one home, and that will be stored, and the storing place, etc. They will organize. These youngsters, the entire energy of the youngsters was utilized fully. And that too, I must say you, most all of them were teachers. Teachers, they have realized the value of reading. Teachers. So that's why in the very beginning, I'm telling every time, the teachers has to come forward. They should come to the field. They have to come to the field from the outside of the schools. Librarians, they should come outside. And now they have to organize the digital world, digital libraries. We have to move with the times, and they have to organize this the what you call green what you call this organic production, organic food production. It's can be easily done. It's this high tech agriculture. The high tech agriculture is giving you all help, all sorts of technical help. the local Krishi office. They will give you everything, every support. And like that, by harnessing the power, youth power, he organized this 4,000 and odd, 4,800 libraries in his lifetime, by meeting them everywhere, going to them everywhere, and made this administration libraries completely democratically, with a democratically woven society. He has organized 4,000 and odd 800 libraries. His dream was every village should have a reading room and a library. That he could realize. When these things happened, the government came to him. He never went to the government with a begging bowl. The government came to him. Then government gave him all support. Even he was allotted a government state car used by the ministers for his, because the later years, because of his he died at the age of 86. But from the 70, from the age of 17, he cannot move. He cannot walk in the what we call in the rural areas. So government provided with all support. The entire government, entire Kerala government was behind him. Then started this literacy program. Then with the people support, it became the Kerala became the first total literate state of the world. Total literate state of the world. So he appreciated, he realized that only through people's action everything can be achieved. I am also following his footsteps. I am also everywhere, wherever I go, UP, Bihar, Orissa, because Kerala is developed. There I am mobilizing people through community, not by me, through the community, youngsters, through the philanthropist of that area, through the district administration. The collectors are working with me. The district collectors are working with me. Then they are also working with me. The people will come in groups. So with the people's support, only with people's support, everything can be achieved. That's the national education policy also envisages. The people's participation is required for all educational activities. Of course, the government's duty is there. The government has to give sizable amount for educating the masses, but everything should be a mass movement.
Sure, sir. So there is a question from Ms. Mamta. Her question is, what are the challenges that are available in the field of pro-ecological sustainable development?
No, challenges are they are asking how our educated community, how we can go to the field and work. They are asking, sir, we have passed 10th standard, we have passed plus two, we have passed engineering, we have passed degree level certificates, degree. Uh, how can we go to the field and do it? That's the big challenge. So they have to be motivated. That this also a type of knowledge empowerment. This is the main challenge. The people are not ready to go for blue-collar jobs. That they have to be motivated. They have to be educated. They have to be the green jobs. The blue-collar job is equally competent, equally appreciated, because the society has to approve, because that's why everybody wants a white-collar job. The society has to give recognition for this blue-collar job also. That's why everybody has to be treated as equals. That's the biggest challenge now. What we are facing in not only in Kerala, everywhere, because the the community, educated community is not coming forward for these type of activities in the field. They must come to the field. They must go to the field.
Sure, sir. One last question from Mr. Mohammed. Do you face government interruptions during your activities or programs?
No, no. The government, I gave the complete support from all political parties. All political parties, because the movement is required for the success of the mankind, for success of the younger generation. And that's why the skilling, reskilling, upskilling. That this not only that we have to practice this what they call appropriate and innovative technologies. We have to reduce the drudgery. If you want to reduce the drudgery and increase productivity, people's action, technological, so no government will have any problem with us, because we are what you call supporting the government. We are supporting the government, whether it is a political, whichever political parties. That's why we could harness the support of the all the political parties.
Sure, sir. Sir, once again, we thank you for taking out time from your schedule. I know you must be speaking at least 2, 3 session during this month-long celebration. Still, you took out time and be with us for today. We once again thank you, sir, for taking out time, and all the participants. Thank you so much for being here in such a short notice. And with this, we are going to end this session. I've just shared the feedback form URL in the chat box. So kindly submit first, register yourself and then submit the feedback form. For our YouTube audience, we will put it in the comments box very shortly. So with this, we are going to end this session now. Thank you so much.
I hope all the participants realized